Back as we continue to explore algebra. In this video, we're going to use some images to model how to solve equations that are dealing with multiplying or dividing. So first off, let's start with a reminder. When you see 2x, that means 2 times x. Anytime a number and a variable or a letter are right next to each other, that implies multiplication. So you can look at this on our image that we have two of the x tiles. 2x equals 10. So on the right-hand side, we have 10 of the individual 1 tiles. If you remember, the goal for algebra is to get the variable by itself. Well, right now I have two x's together. And I want just one. So I made two lines on here. We're going to try to split this up by moving that second one down here. Now, if I'm splitting up the x's, I need to do the same thing with those 1 tiles. Notice it says I have 10 of them. I want to divide it evenly between these two. So I'm going to move half of them down here. So I made the images look the same. I can double check by counting that there's the same number of tiles. And then to find my answer, I'm looking for what x is equal to. So in other words, I'm just looking at one row. So I started with 2x equals 10. Now in each row, I have x equals 5. And remember, we can check this. So 2x means 2 times x. So 2 times x equals 10. Well, let's check. 2 times 5 equals 10. Is that true? Yeah, that's a correct statement. Let's try another multiplication problem. This time I have 3x equals 9. So again, I have three x tiles. What I want is to figure out the value of one x tile. So I'm going to separate those out into three different rows. Okay, I can't just separate out the three x's without also separating out the right-hand side. So I have 9, and I want to divide that evenly into those three rows. Well, 9 divided by 3 is 3. So I'm going to put 3 of the 1 tiles in each row. So remember, I started out with equal pieces. So I have to be consistent so that I still have equal pieces. So you'll notice now that each row looks the same. So initially 3x equals 9. Let's look at one row to figure out what x is. Each of these rows is the same, and it shows that x equals 3. Again, we can check this. So we have 3x equals 9. So let's check. 3 times x should be 9. Well, 3 times 3 does in fact equal 9. So my solution is correct.